Bob Rudd. I live in Mondovi, Wisconsin, and I'm a farmer. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for an AED.
I'm Elaine Rudd, and Bob and I have lived in Mondovi for 56 years.
We go to ball games, football or basketball, we know just about everybody. I wouldn't want to live anyplace else.
We have 3 children and 10 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. And so we do a lot of family things together with sports, basketball, baseball, and rodeo.
And football.
And football.
Bob, the man that everyone knows, he was at all of my sporting events, all of my games. Yeah, he's just been there for everything.
Bob and Elaine, I've known for probably at least 20 years. And, you know, they treat you like family.
It was a very special day because it was our 55th wedding anniversary. And we went into the football game an hour early like we usually do to watch our grandson, Dawson, and his team warm up.
Beautiful night here in Mondovi. The crowd was just all settled in. I'd come up and spoken with Mr. and Mrs. Rudd. On the way up the stairs, they usually sat right on the aisle as they always do. And Mr. and Mrs. Rudd were directly in line between me and the flagpole.
The announcer asked for everybody to please rise and remove your headgear, and I was watching the flag, and then the lights went out. That's all I remember.
Everything was silent as we were waiting for the National Anthem, and I heard Bob let out a groan. I looked up at his face, and he was stone cold and white, and his hands were stiff.
And she hollered out, "He's non-responsive." And then I went down there just as fast as I could. And Elaine was holding on to him, and we just laid him down on the grandstand seating there so could have a good place to do CPR on him.
I knew he needed an AED to come back to life.
Elaine was barking out, "We need the AED, we need an AED as fast as possible."
Track coach had to run where they had an AED.
Thank goodness for him being a runner.
I looked to my opposite side, and there was this little AED. The AED was very easy to use because it gives you specific directions.
Begin by removing all clothing from the patient's chest. Cut clothing if needed.
You don't have to wonder. It tells you exactly step by step what to do. We cut off his clothes and applied the patches, and then it told us to clear, analyzing, and then it said to shock. It did that about 3 times, clear and shock and analyze. 2 other men and a couple women helped us carry him down those 8 bleachers into the ambulance for the transport to the hospital. The neurologist had a grin on his face as we talked around Bob. As he was lying there listening to us, he couldn't respond to us because he was intubated, but he could use his hands to participate in our conversations. And so it was an amazing, peaceful time to know that his mind was not affected.
I'm just very grateful that it happened when it did and that he did have an AED.
The day when Bob got home, one of the grandchildren said, "So Grandpa, how old are you now?" And he said, "I'm really only 1 month old because I came back to life."
I feel great. I'm back doing everything I did before. We farm. I cut a lot of wood. Go up to the hunting cabin, deer hunt.
Mowing lawn. He drives for the Amish. I feel that every day is a blessing. We've had a second chance at life. Having an AED in your workplace or in your life wherever you are is vitally important. When we go to any events, I make a point of asking them if they have an AED and where it's located, because without that, Bob wouldn't be here. You have to have that electrical power from an AED when you have a cardiac arrest.
My grandpa, he had the biggest man in the whole area during that game, pounding on his chest, and he wasn't going to wake up if the AED wasn't there.
That miracle machine brought him back to life.
Just grateful to be alive.
Many people will say it takes a community to raise a child. And we say it takes a community to save a grandpa's life.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that machine. Not a doubt in my mind. For the AED, I would not be here.